Hey everyone, and welcome to another deep dive.
Yeah.
Today, we're going to be talking about personalization
Yes.
and how to make your Shopify store feel like,
Okay.
that awesome local shop where the owner knows your name. They're like, hey, good to see you again.
Right.
So we're diving deep into the world of personalization.
Exactly.
And what's cool about this is that we're basing this deep dive on a guide
Yeah.
by Mohammed Tufekciapan.
Yes, Mohammed. He's the founder of Growth Suite, and he really knows his stuff when it comes to creating personalized shopping experiences.
Okay, so Growth Suite.
Yes, it's a tool that can actually help you run smart discount campaigns on your Shopify store.
Oh, wow.
You can test it for free on the Shopify App Store.
So Growth Suite, that sounds like a pretty cool tool.
Yeah.
I'm hearing a lot of buzz about it lately.
Yes.
But before we get into the nitty-gritty of that,
Right.
I think we should first unpack this whole personalization thing.
Absolutely.
First off, what's the big deal with personalization anyway? Is it
Yeah.
really worth all the hype?
Well, think about your own online shopping experiences, right?
Okay.
Don't you feel more valued when a website remembers your preferences or recommends products you might actually like?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It turns out you're not alone.
Okay.
A whopping 71% of consumers actually expect personalized interactions these days.
Wow.
And get this,
Okay.
if that personalization is missing, 76% get frustrated.
Those are some pretty strong numbers.
Yeah.
I guess people are really starting to expect that personal touch.
Yeah.
So ignoring personalization is kind of like leaving money on the table, right?
Absolutely. And we're not just talking about a few extra bucks here.
Okay.
Research from McKinsey suggests that nailing personalization can actually cut customer acquisition costs by up to 50%,
Wow.
boost your revenue by 5 to 15%,
Oh, okay.
and even skyrocket your marketing return on investment by a crazy 10 to 30%.
All right, I'm sold. Those stats definitely make a compelling case.
Yeah.
But let's break it down. What exactly is personalization? Beyond, just being nice to your customers.
Right. Personalization goes way beyond just surface level pleasantries.
Okay.
It's about making every single interaction with your store
Right.
feel tailor-made for each individual customer.
Gotcha.
It's like creating a unique shopping experience that speaks directly to their needs and interests.
Okay, so how do we actually do that? Where do we even start? I mean, I can't exactly hire a personal shopper for every person who visits my website.
That's where data comes in.
Data.
Think of it like the secret ingredient for crafting those personalized experiences.
And in his guide, Muhammad talks about 3 main types of data we need.
Right, exactly. First up, you've got marketing data.
Okay.
This is all about understanding where your customers are coming from.
Okay.
Did they find you through a Facebook ad? A Google search?
Mhm.
Knowing their journey helps you tailor your message and make it more relevant.
So, if someone's coming from a specific ad campaign,
Yeah.
they might be interested in a particular product category, so we can highlight that on their first visit. Got it. So it's like knowing their backstory before they even walk through the digital door.
Yeah.
What's next?
Next, we've got behavioral data.
Behavioral.
This is like digital body language.
Okay.
It tells you what your customers are doing on your website.
So what are they clicking on?
Exactly what pages are they visiting? Are they adding things to their cart but then abandoning it?
Right.
This kind of data can reveal a lot about their interests and intentions.
So if someone keeps looking at those cozy sweaters, but isn't quite ready to buy,
Right?
maybe I could send them a little nudge with a discount code or a reminder
Yeah.
about how soft they are.
Exactly. You're catching on quickly.
Uh-huh.
Now, the third type is the real gold mine.
Okay.
Zero-party data.
Zero party. Okay.
This is information that customers willingly share with you directly.
Okay.
Think quizzes, surveys, support tickets, even just telling you their favorite color or what problem they need solved.
It's like they're handing you a cheat sheet to what makes them tick.
I like it.
So let me guess, we need to collect all this data and then somehow use it to make magic happen on our website.
You got it. But here's the thing.
Okay.
Google Analytics is great for overall trends,
Right.
but it can't tie all that rich data back to specific individuals for on-site personalization. That's where a tool like Growth Suite can be a game changer.
Oh, back Growth Suite again.
It's designed specifically for Shopify stores,
Okay.
capturing all those different data points and syncing them with your email marketing platform like Klaviyo.
So we've got the data,
Yeah.
but how do we actually use it to create these magical personalized experiences?
Right.
To be honest, I'm a little skeptical of all the AI hype.
Sure.
I used to prefer doing things manually,
Yeah.
segmenting my audience based on my own insights. Old school style.
I understand the skepticism,
Yeah.
but here's the thing. AI has come a long way in recent years.
Right?
It's not just a buzzword anymore. It's become incredibly powerful for automating personalization and making it really effective.
So it actually works?
It does.
In fact, even Mohammed, the founder of Growth Suite, used to be all about manual segmentation.
All right.
But then he switched to an AI-powered approach and saw some pretty amazing results.
Wow. Even the experts switched to AI. Okay, now I'm really intrigued.
Yeah.
So what does this all mean for our listeners?
The bottom line is this. Personalization isn't just a marketing tactic.
Okay.
It's about building genuine connections with your customers and making them feel like they matter.
Right.
And AI can be a powerful tool to help you achieve that at scale.
It's like having a little army of digital assistants working behind the scenes
Exactly.
to make each customer feel special.
Yeah.
So how does AI actually work its magic in this whole personalization thing? Does it really like read minds?
Well, maybe not minds exactly,
Okay.
but it can analyze tons of data and spot patterns that we humans might miss.
Okay.
For example, it can figure out which products people tend to buy together
Right.
or what kind of offers resonate with certain demographics.
So it's like having a super smart assistant.
Who can crunch all the numbers and tell me what my customers are likely to want
Yeah.
before they even know it themselves?
Exactly.
That's pretty cool.
And the best part is it's constantly learning and improving.
Oh, wow.
As you collect more data, the AI gets smarter and more effective at personalizing the experience.
So it's a continuous feedback loop.
It is.
This is starting to sound like something out of a sci-fi movie, but in a good way.
Uh-huh.
So where do we go from here? What are some practical steps our listeners can take to start personalizing their Shopify stores?
Well, the good news is you don't have to overhaul your entire store overnight.
Okay, good.
Remember those personalized homepage greetings we talked about earlier?
Yeah.
That's a great place to start.
Okay.
Or you could segment your email list and send more targeted messages based on past purchases or browsing history.
Right. Like if someone just bought a pair of running shoes from my store,
Uh-huh.
I could send them an email a few weeks later with a discount on running apparel or maybe some cool new socks. Make them feel like I'm actually paying attention to their needs.
Exactly. And as you get more comfortable, you can start exploring more advanced techniques like dynamic content
Okay.
that changes based on real-time user behavior.
So like if someone keeps adding a certain item to their cart,
Yes.
but then abandoning it,
Right.
maybe you could offer them a small discount or free shipping
Yeah.
to encourage them to complete the purchase.
Exactly.
Now that's clever. It's like having a personal shopper who's always one step ahead.
Right.
But isn't all this data collection and AI stuff a little creepy? What about privacy?
That's a great question, and it's something we should definitely address.
Yeah.
Transparency and ethical data practices are absolutely crucial where it comes to personalization.
For sure.
You always need to be upfront with your customers about what data you're collecting and how you're using it. No sneaky stuff.
Right. No hiding behind complicated legal jargon and the privacy policy.
People need to know what's going on.
Exactly. And you should always give customers the choice
Yeah.
to opt out of data collection.
Or personalized recommendations. No pressure tactics allowed.
It's all about respect.
Yeah,
Respecting their data and their choices.
absolutely. And remember, data security is paramount.
Okay.
You need to have strong systems in place to protect your customers' information from unauthorized access or breaches.
So no sticky notes with passwords lying around the office.
Exactly.
Got it. But seriously, data security is super important.
Absolutely. It's not something to take lightly.
Okay, this has been really insightful.
Yeah.
I'm starting to see the power of personalization
Yeah.
and how it can actually enhance the customer experience, not just exploit it.
That's exactly the point. When done right, personalization can actually strengthen customer trust and loyalty.
Right.
When people feel like you understand them and are using their data responsibly,
Yeah.
it creates a much more positive relationship.
You know, it's funny. We started this whole conversation talking about those awesome local shops where the owner knows you by name.
Right.
And in a way, personalization is all about bringing that same level of personal touch to the online world.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
It's about building real relationships, not just transactions.
And it sounds like AI can be a powerful tool to help us do that without having to clone ourselves 1,000 times.
Absolutely.
But with great power comes great responsibility, right?
Yes,
We have to use this technology ethically and responsibly.
for sure.
Okay, that's great advice.
Ah.
So for our listeners who are ready to take the plunge, any tips on how to get started? What are some actionable things they can do today to start personalizing their Shopify stores?
Well, a good place to start is with your email marketing.
Okay.
Think about segmenting your list based on past purchases or browsing behavior.
Right.
Then you can tailor your messages to speak directly to their interests. For example,
Hold on. Before we get into the nitty-gritty of email marketing, let's take a quick break.
sure.
We'll be right back with more actionable tips on how to personalize your Shopify store and make those customers feel like VIPs.
And don't forget, if you're looking for a tool to help you get started with all this, be sure to check out Growth Suite.
Okay.
They offer a free trial so you can test it out and see how it can help you create those personalized experiences.
Right.
You can find them right on the Shopify App Store.
This podcast is powered by Growth Suite, by the way.
Yes.
Growth Suite helps you to run smart discount campaigns on your store. Test it for free on your Shopify store. Just land on the Shopify App Store now and test it for free.
Great.
We'll be right back after a quick word from our sponsor.
Sounds good. So we were talking about how to use email marketing to create those personalized touches that make your customers feel like they're the only ones in the room.
Right. Email is such a powerful tool for building relationships, but I'll admit, sometimes my emails feel a little, well, generic. Like I'm just blasting out the same message to everyone. How can we make them more personal without spending hours crafting individual emails?
That's where segmentation comes in. Instead of sending the same email blast to your entire list, think about dividing your subscribers into smaller groups based on their shared characteristics or behaviors.
Okay, so like if I sell clothing, maybe I could have a segment for people who love dresses, another for those who are all about activewear, and another for folks who seem to buy a lot of accessories.
Exactly. And then you can tailor your emails to speak directly to the interests of each group. So your dress lovers might get a special preview of a new collection, while your activewear enthusiasts get a heads up about a flash sale on performance leggings.
That makes so much sense. It's like sending personalized recommendations instead of just generic announcements.
Precisely. And the beauty of this is that you can automate a lot of it using your email marketing platform. Many of them have features that allow you to segment your list based on all sorts of criteria, like past purchases, browsing history, even location or demographics.
So if I know someone's birthday is coming up, I could automatically send them a birthday discount.
Exactly. Or if someone abandoned their cart, you could send them a gentle reminder with a little incentive to complete the purchase.
This is making me realize just how much potential there is in email marketing. It's not just about sending promotional blasts, it's about nurturing those customer relationships and making people feel valued.
Absolutely. And when people feel valued, they're more likely to become repeat customers and even brand advocates. It's a win-win.
So we've talked a lot about email, but what about the website itself? How can we make the on-site experience feel more personalized?
That's where things get really interesting. One powerful technique is dynamic content. This means that the content on your website actually changes based on who's viewing it.
Wait, hold on. Are you saying my website can morph into a different version depending on the visitor? That sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie.
Huh. It's not quite as dramatic as that, but it's pretty close. Think of it like this. Let's say you sell both men's and women's clothing. With dynamic content, you could show different product categories and images depending on whether the visitor has shown an interest in men's or women's styles in the past.
So if someone's been browsing through my women's dresses, they won't be bombarded with images of men's suits when they land on the homepage.
Exactly. You're tailoring the experience to their preferences, making it more relevant and engaging.
Okay, I'm starting to see how powerful this can be. But how does my website actually know who's interested in what?
Remember all that data we talked about earlier? Your website can use that information to create personalized experiences. For example, if someone clicks on a specific product category, adds an item to their cart, or even just views a certain page, your website can use that as a signal to tailor the content they see next.
So if someone's been eyeing those limited edition sneakers, I can make sure they see a banner ad promoting them when they visit the homepage.
Exactly. It's all about using data to anticipate their needs and desires.
This is blowing my mind. It's like having a mind-reading personal shopper built right into my website.
That's the power of personalization. It allows you to create those one-on-one connections that make people feel seen and understood. And remember, that's what turns casual shoppers into loyal fans.
Okay, so we've talked about email, we've talked about dynamic content on the website. What other personalization tricks do you have up your sleeve?
Well, one that's becoming increasingly popular is personalized product recommendations.
Oh yeah, those you might also like sections you see on a lot of websites.
Mm-hmm.
Those are hit or miss for me. Sometimes they're spot on, other times it feels like the algorithm has no clue what I'm interested in.
You're right, it can be tricky. But when done well, personalized product recommendations can be incredibly effective.
Hmm.
The key is to use the right data and algorithms.
So how do we make sure those recommendations are actually, recommendable?
First, you need to go beyond just basic purchase history. Consider factors like browsing behavior, items added to cart, even wish lists. The more data you have, the more accurate your recommendations will be.
So if someone spends a lot of time looking at organic cotton t-shirts, maybe I could recommend other sustainable clothing options from my store.
Exactly. It's about thinking beyond the immediate purchase and understanding their overall preferences. And this is where AI can really shine. AI-powered recommendation engines can analyze vast amounts of data and identify patterns that we humans might never spot.
So the AI is basically playing matchmaker, finding the perfect products for each individual customer. I like it. But isn't there a risk of going overboard with all this personalization? Could it become too much?
That's a great question. And it's true, there's a fine line between helpful personalization and creepy intrusion. The key is to always be mindful of your customers' privacy and preferences.
Right. No one wants to feel like they're being stalked by their favorite online store.
Exactly. Transparency and choice are essential. Always be clear about what data you're collecting and how you're using it. And give people the option to opt out of personalized recommendations if they prefer.
So it's all about finding that sweet spot,
Right.
where personalization feels like a helpful, delightful experience, not an invasion of privacy.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
about building trust and creating a positive relationship with your customers. And remember, you don't have to do everything at once. Start small, experiment, and see what works best for your store and your audience.
This has been such an eye-opening conversation. I'm feeling inspired to go back and revamp my entire Shopify store with all these personalization tips. But before I get carried away, let's take a moment to remind our listeners about a tool that can help them implement all these awesome personalization strategies.
Yes, Growth Suite is an incredibly powerful tool for any Shopify entrepreneur looking to level up their personalization game. They offer a free trial so you can test it out and see how it can help you create those magical customer experiences.
This deep dive was powered by Growth Suite, by the way. Growth Suite helps you to run smart discount campaigns on your store. Test it for free on your Shopify store. Just land on the Shopify App Store now and test it for free.
With Growth Suite, you can easily segment your audience, create dynamic content, personalize product recommendations, and so much more. It's like having a whole team of personalization experts working for you.
And the best part is it's designed specifically for Shopify, so it integrates seamlessly with your existing setup.
So if you're ready to take your Shopify store to the next level and create those personalized experiences that turn shoppers into raving fans, we highly recommend checking out Growth Suite. You won't regret it.
And on that note, we're going to wrap up this deep dive into the world of personalization. We hope you found it informative and inspiring. But before we sign off, we'd love to hear from you. What's one personalization tactic you're excited to try out in your own Shopify store? Let us know.
Yeah.
Until next time, happy personalizing.
We're back and wrapping up this deep dive all about personalization on your Shopify store.
Yeah.
We've covered all, like different kinds of data,
Right.
AI tools,
Like growth suite.
like Growth
Oh,
Suite,
yeah.
exactly,
Yeah.
which can help you personalize the entire customer journey. But
Yeah.
we've also talked about,
Being ethical and transparent
right,
with how you handle your customers' data.
exactly, making sure your customers feel valued and respected, not spied on.
Right, because at the end of the day, personalization is all about building those genuine relationships with your customers,
Yeah,
making them feel like they're part of something special, not just another transaction.
exactly. It's about recreating that feeling you get
Yeah.
when you walk into your favorite local shop
Right.
and the owner greets you by name, remembers your favorite coffee order, and knows exactly what you're looking for.
Exactly.
That's the feeling of
Yeah.
connection and belonging that makes people want to come back again and again.
And you know what's really cool?
What?
With the power of technology,
Hmm.
we can actually create that same feeling online.
Yeah,
We could use data to understand our customers on a deeper level
right.
and create those personalized touches that make them feel seen and understood.
Exactly. And it's not just about big flashy gestures sometimes. The
Yeah.
smallest things can make the biggest impact.
Like,
Like a simple welcome back message on your website
oh yeah, for sure.
or a personalized product recommendation that shows you're paying attention.
Right. It's about those little moments of delight
Yeah.
that show you customers you care.
Exactly.
And with the right tools and strategies,
Right.
you can automate a lot of these personalized touches.
Yeah.
So you're not spending all of your time, manually crafting emails or tweaking your website.
Absolutely. Tools like Growth Suite can take a lot of the heavy lifting off your plate,
Right.
allowing you to focus on the big picture strategy and those creative touches that make your brand unique.
Okay, so speaking of Growth Suite,
Yeah.
let's remind our listeners about this awesome tool one last time.
Growth Suite is a game changer for any Shopify entrepreneur
Yeah.
looking to supercharge their personalization efforts.
Great.
And they offer a free trial so you can test out and see for yourself
Okay.
how it can help you segment your audience,
Uh,
create dynamic content,
yep.
personalize product recommendations,
And more.
and so much more.
This deep dive was powered by Growth Suite, by the way.
It was?
Growth Suite helps you to run smart discount campaigns on your store.
Yes.
Test it for free on your Shopify store. Just land on the Shopify App Store now and test it for free.
So if you're ready to take your Shopify store to the next level
Yes.
and create those personalized experiences that turn shoppers into lifelong fans,
Absolutely.
we highly recommend checking out Growth Suite.
You don't regret it.
You won't.
Okay. So there you have it, folks. That is our deep dive all about personalization on your Shopify store.
It is.
We hope you found it informative, inspiring, and maybe even a little bit mind-blowing.
I hope so.
Remember, personalization is an ongoing journey, not a destination.
Keep experimenting.
Right.
Keep learning and keep finding new ways to connect with your customers on a deeper level.
Most importantly, have fun with it.
Yes,
Because when you're passionate about creating those personalized experiences, it shows.
definitely.
And that's what makes all the difference.
It is.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive, and we'll see you next time.
See ya!